Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And today we're going to try this pattern here. This is pattern 75953 on friendshipbracelets.net. I think I'm going to grab a really big chunk here. Like that. And we're pasted over here and it's super tiny. That's okay. First, let's transform it. Let's flip it 90 degrees. And then we can get the tool to enlarge. There we go. Now, this has two places that could easily be our center. We could make like this little bit here, like it's on the guideline. We could make that the center. Or we could make this part the center. I think we're going to do this big part just because I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to use dark blue instead of black. And get our paint tool. Oh, first we have to anchor that layer. There we go. And now I'm on the correct layer. I can paint in the little boxes. So there's essentially our little figure 8 thing. And then there's a dot here and here. And then there's a diamond. And the big chevron there. And it's not, this is not off this one, not off this one. This one gets the 3 pieces this way. And then this goes like this. There's one in the center. And then there's a space going this way. And the 3 right here. So this little space here, that doesn't really equate to a whole lot of anything. That's interesting. Let's get our move tool. Slide this thing up so we can see it better. Now we go back to paint. All right. So now we have a little diamond thing. Then there's the space for the infinity symbol. Or figure 8, if it's sideways, I guess. Kind of goes off the bracelet. It's kind of sad that there's not 2 more rows. Dot there, dot there. Dot here, dot here. Yeah, it's a little bit too bad. Not really anything I can do about that. Huh. All right. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit. Makes it easier to get to these small spaces. Just trying to see if this all can be done with just left and right knots. I think it can. So that was this one. I'm only doing the right side because we can copy and paste and flip it. It'll all make sense in a minute or so here. And so far, it would seem that yes, we can actually do this with just left and right knots. This might be a beginner's bracelet. A little tricky. I'm not somebody maybe brand new to tying knots, but maybe, you know, somebody who's been playing around a little bit, wants to try to spice it up a little bit. This might be a good one. Yeah, every other one is our dark color, and the opposing ones are light. Yeah, that was pretty cool. To fill in the other colors, let's take this select by color. Now we have our background, our bluish thing, and let's give it kind of an off-white. Here, wait, let's give it a fun bluish green. And go back to our paint tool and we hit fill whole selection and the entire thing turns into our green. So at least it's not the base color. Kind of fun. Control A. Fix it back to the normal so that way I don't forget it next time. All right, we can get rid of our example and get our select tool. Okay, Control C, Control V, and then we flip that. So we created a whole new layer and we can flip it to the other side. And now the other side has all the same underlying string stuff. We can anchor that and merge it down. So now it's all one flat layer. And now we can copy the whole top half. Okay, Control C, Control V, copy paste, and flip it off of the middle line there. Again, we anchor the layer and we merge it down. And there's our whole bracelet. I am a little disappointed it doesn't quite have room for another one of these. It would add 4 rows to the bracelet. It would make it much longer. Kind of a lot. Maybe I go ahead and add the rows. I can just look at the center here to get those extra 2 rows. And because it's even at this point here, it's dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. It would be the same as it was up here. So not that much to have to really adjust. So yeah, maybe I make it just a little bit longer. I don't think it will have a problem with running out of string because it looks pretty even. It would seem though that the light color gets used more, and there might be a little bit issues, but we'll tackle that as it goes. It's a big risk going bigger than your normal, what you know that you can do, right? But yeah, we'll give it a shot, see how that goes. All right, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, maybe hit the like button. Wait, quick shout out to the people who make all this stuff possible. These guys are absolutely legends. So yeah, big shout out to those guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll be back tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow with a bracelet. We'll see how it goes. All right. Thanks for watching. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.